Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Taylor looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run with Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Check 26, check 26.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle man.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Colts nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Love on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mic. I'm coming.
To throw again. Love. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
First and 10, Taylor now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit.
For Arizona.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Check safety, check safety. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Second down, Love. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
40-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A second down throw for Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
They'll try and get him with Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Arizona.
52 the mark, 52.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Colts pick it up. 30, 20, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Counter play, Drake. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun on third down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He was brought down by Von Miller.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 43. Watch the run. 43 is the Mike. 43.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Complete on the jump ball. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Kenyon Drake on the carry.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And it's 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for enough. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On third down, Love. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
To throw on third down, Murray. He's going to try and go deep again, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, Drake. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. To throw is Murray, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off the play fake, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Murray now. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Steps away to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
3 yards.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run toss to the right with Drake. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 82 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Arizona.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here's Geis. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run with Geis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Murray now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Cardinals 34, Colts 28.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Drake, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Third down, Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw it, Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.